So to find the exact values of an expression, you'll want to note first that these angles, 45 and 30 and pi over 4 and pi over 6, are some of our special angles. Because there are special angles, we can then go right to our either right triangle trigonometry, or if you've memorized the wheel, you can use the wheel values. So for sine of 45 degrees, I go to 45, the sine value is the y coordinate of that point, square root 2 over 2. So we've just now found the exact value of sine 45 degrees. Do the same for cosine of 45 degrees. So cosine 45 degrees, which is pi over 4, by the way, cosine of pi over 4, both give you an exact value of radical 2 over 2. Cosine, remember, is the x part of the point. Secant 30 degrees. Secant, remember, is the reciprocal of cosine. So if I come over here to 30 degrees, look for what the cosine value is, and then take the reciprocal of that, I would be multiplying by 2 over radical 3. And now it's a matter of multiplying. So radical 2 times radical 2 is square root of 4 times 2. 2 times 2 is 4, square root of 3. You can still simplify. The square root of 4 is 2. Alright, and then we have a 4 on top with a 4 on the bottom, which leaves me with 1 over radical 3. Similarly, you can do this other example that I have. This was my first example. This was my second one. Figure out pi over 4, where that falls on either your wheel, or if you do right triangle trigonometry, make a 45, 90 degree triangle and figure out the value of sine that way. If you're looking at this point, though, again, the sine value is the second value, and not only are we finding sine of pi over 4, but then we have to square that value. So square root of 2 over 2, quantity squared. Tangent pi over 6. All right, pi over 6, which happens to be 30 degrees, but that doesn't give me the exact value. The exact values are these fractions over here. And off to the side, I've written in what sine divided by cosine is. That's the tangent value. So at 30 degrees, tangent of 30, or tangent of pi over 6, is 1 over radical 3. And then again, square it. So when you square a square root, they cancel each other out, and I'm just left with the 2 underneath. 2 squared, though, is 4. 1 squared is 1. Square root of 3 squared. And in order for you to subtract fractions, you do need to get a common denominator. So if I make the common denominator twelfths, I'd have to multiply top and bottom here by 3. And if I do twelfths here, top and bottom by 4. Alright, so I end up with 2 twelfths, or 1/6 as your final exact value. So when giving an exact value, you should be giving some sort of a ratio or fraction answer out. Okay?